Good morning. Today is Saturday, September 2nd. We're in the Swan Mountain Range in northwest Montana, and today we're going to try to hike to Glacier Lake as well as Turquoise Lake. The trip's supposed to be, I think it's about 6.5-ish miles one way, so it'll be about 13 miles with about 2,500 feet of elevation gain. Smoke should have blown out this morning, so it shouldn't be too bad, and we're gonna head up the trail. Good morning. We're at the Glacier Lake Trail here. Goal for in the Mission Mountains of northwest Montana. Goal for today is to get up to Glacier Lake. Then if the trail goes well, we may try to make our way over to Turquoise Lake. Whole out and back should be about 13 miles and should have some good weather today. Entering the Mission Mountain Wilderness in the Flathead National Forest of Montana. So we've hit the turnoff to Glacier Lake. Turquoise Lake is going to continue up this trail, but we're going to go down here to Glacier Lake first. It's about 0.3 of a mile, and we're going to go down there and then head back up to Turquoise. Arriving at Glacier Lake in the Mission Mountain Wilderness. So we took a quick break here at Glacier Lake, and what we've got to do is we've got to backtrack about 1/3 of a mile this way back to the trail, and I believe the trail goes along up over here. There's some switchbacks up, and we got to get over that pass. Turquoise Lake is up over there. So that is the tip of Glacier Lake where we were just sitting a few minutes ago. A little better view above Glacier Lake. So we're about 3.7 miles in, and they got a sign where you can turn this way. Takes you over to Crescent and Heart Lakes, and this way goes to Turquoise Lake, which is actually where we're going to head. But again, that's about a little over 3.5 miles in. You'll see that sign.
fantastic. This is amazing.
We have reached Lagoon Lake. This is Lake, and right over here behind us to the right is Turquoise Lake. This is pretty cool. We got to a high point on the saddle, and it just seems like we're giving all of our elevation back going down to the lakes that we get to climb back up on the way back, which is good for the quads. So we have reached Turquoise Lake. A little scrambling, route finding once you kind of hit that saddle, and we're a little gassed from that, so we're gonna replenish and then take some pictures after. So we're at Turquoise Lake. We drove 70 miles from our house and hiked 7 miles in to run into our neighbor from across the street. Russell, go ahead and introduce yourself.
It's me, I'm Russell, I'm the neighbor.
But the legend has it that he jumped off this cliff over here into the lake, into Turquoise Lake. I don't believe him, so he might do it again.
I think I might.
You gonna?
I think I'll do it.
Anything?
Woo!
And there you have it.
Woo!
I stand corrected.
Woo!
There you go. This is the outlet of Turquoise Lake that flows down into Glacier Lake. We're going to show you those falls here in a second. Filtering water in the stream between Turquoise and Lace Lakes. This is Lace Lake, which sits beneath Daughter of the Sun Mountain. Catching it on the way back. Climbing up from Turquoise Lake, and we're getting back where we can see the swans as well as Glacier Lake, which means we're almost done with the uphill, and then it'll be about 5 miles of downhill. So we just got back from Turquoise Lake. Our trek ended up being about 13.5 miles. Steady uphill most of the time, but pretty well maintained trails, some narrow in some places. But we stopped on the way in at Glacier Lake before the wind kicked up, which is pretty nice, which is pretty short. Then you do some switchbacks and you get up and you see Lagoon Lake, Lace Lake, and then over to Turquoise Lake. Ran into our neighbor at the lake and the trailhead, so all in all, it was a very good day.